Hey guys, how we doing? Back on another video from Totally Not Mark, and it's not Dragon Ball Z related. It's My Hero Academia related, and you know what? Something needs to kick me into watching season 4. I haven't started it yet. There's only like 3 or 4 episodes in it, so I'm not too far behind. I need to get back into it, but I'm feeling like watching some My Hero Academia videos is going to make me go boom. My Mother's Basement's done a What's in a Waifu video. I'm going to check that out. Boom, and I think it's going to reignite something in me that goes right. Okay, watch this. But this is about Bakugo. Bakugo is an interesting character because he started off like an absolute massive D word, and now I feel like he's quite likable because he's quite ambitious and is showing he wants to be the #1 hero, just like Deku. And like they both have, Deku and Bakugo both have the same thing. They both look up to All Might, but have different ways of looking at how to be #1 hero and stuff. I'm talking way too much. Let's see what Totally Not Mark has to say on the matter, shall we?
To me, there's nothing more interesting in storytelling than when a character undergoes a major personality shift.
Yeah, that's why Vegeta is so well liked.
Powerful changes a character can have is known as a positive change arc. Positive change a character undergoes, if used correctly, can elicit very strong emotions and reactions from its audience.
Vegeta.
One show in particular on TV right now that pretty much acts as a crash course in the fundamentals of character writing is My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's amazing. And it has
It's
one of
so
the
good.
most real
I
and
really
engaging
watched it.
characters in anime right now through Katsuki Bakugo. Obsessed with winning to a psychotic degree, incredibly talented, and downright cruel at times, I'm Totally Not Mark, and this is how to write a positive character.
Sweet.
In order to write a successful positive change arc and get that Vegeta sacrifice moment we all love, your character needs to begin his story believing a lie to be true.
Yes.
And over the course of their story, your character will be faced with circumstances that prove their outlook to be wrong. There will be struggle, there will be pushback by them, but eventually there will be a tremendous moment of catharsis. So, how did Katsuki Bakugo develop? Well, at a young age, he gained his powerful quirk, simply dubbed Explosion. This quirk is a combination of his parents' abilities. His mother, Mitsuki, has the quirk Glycerin, which simply makes her skin produce a glycerin-like substance, while his father, Mizaru, has the quirk Acid Sweat, which allows him to secrete acidic sweat that can combust if friction is applied. These two quirks together gave Bakugo the powerhouse emitter-type quirk he now has. And with this explosive new quirk, Bakugo garnered an immense amount of praise at a rather young age. This praise only helped to sow the seeds of and develop his superiority complex.
Yep. Yep,
As the
he
years
just
went
believes
on,
he's
this
better.
complex he had would only grow, his quirk being used as an intimidation technique against Midoriya, his quirkless friend? And I say friend in inverted commas because they sort of have a history where Midoriya tried to help Bakugo. Now, this particular instance is much more nuanced than one might think. The fact that it was Midoriya offering the help wasn't necessarily the issue. The issue was in how Bakugo might have been perceived as anything other than perfectly fine. Bakugo,
it's like,
in his
okay,
mind,
try and
is
help
a
me, I don't
winner
need it.
after all, and to Bakugo, only weaklings need help. Weaklings are not winners. This is why once Midoriya announces that he is attempting the UA entrance exam, an entrance exam for the best superhero school in the country, Bakugo is extremely angry.
He's not happy about it.
He wanted to be the only one from the class to have the guts to do it. Despite this, however, Bakugo would later go on to rank #1 in his UA entrance exam, getting into the class 1A with Hero Eraserhead as the teacher. However, it's here Bakugo is faced with his lie and the reality of the real world. In the quirk apprehension test, where each student's quirk is put to the test through multiple assessments of their physical kind, Bakugo would go on to rank 3rd, being outplaced by Yaoyorozu and Todoroki, 2 extremely talented students with powerful quirks in their own right.
Oh my god,
when it comes to academics, Bakugo is also highly skilled, however he continued to place 3rd for the midterm exam. Outplaced once again by Yaoyorozu, and for the first time, Ide, with Todoroki coming in 5th this time around. Bakugo, despite consistently placing towards the top of the class, is undergoing a personal crisis.
Yeah, he's not getting that #1 spot.
As being something to fix. You either come first or you lose in his mind. And for the first time, he's a loser. And this is where Bakugo is similar to Vegeta in a lot of ways. He isn't someone who concerns themselves with wanting to be better and for others to know it. Bakugo's only concern is to prove himself to himself. Bakugo won't accept a win unless it's wholehearted. There's no half-assing it with this kid. You either fight him 100% or you get out of the damn way because you're wasting his time. A win that isn't earned isn't real, and Bakugo, despite having this warped outlook on what it takes to become a hero, is correct in a lot of ways at times. And that's admirable. This need to win, this superiority complex, also stems from his admiration of the number one hero, All Might. While someone like Midoriya, who also admires All Might, believes that a hero is someone who helps everyone no matter the cost, Bakugo believes that a hero should be powerful, that they should have a strong will.
You see, they both worship the same worship. They both look up to the same person, but have different ways of looking at him.
They're strong enough to do it on their own.
God, my words are off
so therefore, Bakugo, to himself, is strong enough to do it on his own. Or so he likes to believe. Seen his fair share of beatings and losses. The sword the cavalry battle, his battle against All Might alongside Deku, and even his capture by the League of Villains. But none shook him more to the core than his loss against Deku in the battle trial.
My God,
his first and only real loss in the series thus far. Up until this point, Midoriya has shown no true fighting prowess.
I have that Funko Pop.
Yes, he has shown that he can think on his feet, but nothing to the extent of being able to win a fight. So for Bakugo to win should have been easy, but it wasn't.
No.
Midoriya used Bakugo's anger against
him. Yeah. He's like, I know what you like, I know how you fight, I'm going to use it against you.
To win the trial. There's a direct parallel here with the moment Midoriya tried to help Bakugo out of the river, in his mind at least. To Bakugo, this is Midoriya, on a much larger scale, exposing him as a weakling. Only this time, he has no excuse. This moment, this loss, it's a turning point for Bakugo, and what seems to be a point of no return for the relationship between the two young heroes in training. This was the battle that wounded Bakugo's pride and made him declare that he would never lose again. This is the moment Bakugo's lie that he holds to be true came face to face with reality, and he refused to accept it. In this moment of wounded pride, where we first see the cracks in the facade of Bakugo, he admits that he could never defeat Todoroki in a fight at his current level, that he must keep working, that he will become the #1 hero, thus further sowing the seeds of his rivalry with Midoriya.
Yeah.
This rivalry would continue to grow, and Bakugo's anger would continue to fester, from simple moments like Midoriya cheering during the sports festival to him using Bakugo's style of movement. The actions of Midoriya would continue to irk him more and more, and at this point, Bakugo had doubled down on his lie that he kept telling himself. He has refused to rethink his outlook, and as a result,
I'm going
is
to
doomed
stick
even
with
greater
my ideals
down the line after the provisional license exam. But we'll touch on that in a second. First, we need to discuss the final exams, the moment where Bakugo was forced to face his hero, All Might, alongside the person he seems to detest the most, Midoriya. Together, the two rivals would come together to face All Might head-on or escape.
Oh my God, what a fight as well as class.
Neither of which proving to be very viable options.
Nope.
This fight would be another moment where we see the differences in Bakugo and Midoriya's sense of what makes a hero a hero. While Midoriya is scared and sees All Might as a god due to his power, Bakugo sees him as an opportunity to prove to himself that he is good enough, that he doesn't need help, and that he is strong. One believes they need to run, the other believes they need to fight. That is, until Bakugo puts aside his pride for one last ditch effort. This was one of the most important moments in Bakugo's life. He compromised, albeit apprehensively,
one of his
to work with
grenade
Midoriya in this effort to pass the exam. Using his fighting genius and Midoriya's tactical expertise, the two managed a plan that inevitably allowed them to pass their exam. But not before Bakugo got a chance to show what he's made of. He realizes that in situations like fighting All Might, risks need to be made and pride needs to be checked at the door.
Throw it out the window.
Once done, he pushes his body to its absolute zenith. He tells Midoriya to run, essentially sacrificing himself so the two can pass the exam. As I said, this moment is incredibly important
so
to
cool.
Bakugo's character. Once executed, he is brought to tears, drained of power, beaten, resorting to biting
All Might's hands, yeah. I will not go down without fight.
Anything to win, even his pride, it seems. Bakugo's pride is something we've mentioned many times throughout this video. It's really what his driving factor is at its core. His refusal to admit defeat, his denial of being beneath anyone. Even when All Might shows concern for him, he shakes it off and says he's fine. Bakugo's pride is what made him tell Midoriya to stay away when he was kidnapped by the League of Villains. He didn't want his weakling peer to try to save him once more, further proving his own outlook wrong. And so, here we are, once again talking about how Bakugo always seems to find himself at odds with Midoriya in one way or another.
Yeah.
Bakugo really is the foil for the hero of the story.
When they fight,
he always seems to play second
there's so much emotion in this fight.
Something he will ever be content with. Bakugo Bakugo's ideals will always contradict Midoriya's in some way. He's quick to anger, never to fall to his insecurities, and this moment is the biggest development for Bakugo in the series. One dynamic, changing battle against Midoriya.
Oh my god, it's so epic.
After Midoriya passes the provisional license exam and Bakugo's failure to do the same.
He doesn't manage it.
Powerhouse versus the overthinking chosen one. This battle is Bakugo's anger laid to bear. He admits his guilt in thinking he's the reason All Might lost his power, and that it was because of his weakness in failing to save himself that caused all of this to happen. He questions why Midoriya was chosen and not someone
it's like
like
why
him.
you show me.
The fact that Midoriya has progressed so
you
much
have to beat me to be the chosen
one. He believes
one.
Midoriya is looking down on him, when in the end, in reality, Midoriya just wants to be as powerful as he is. It is here, in this fight, this culmination of anger and guilt, that Bakugo realizes and admits to himself that Midoriya has finally surpassed him. Bakugo tells Midoriya that he will surpass the one chosen by All Might himself, their childhood hero. Katsuki Bakugo is an angry character who serves as the foil and the rival to our main character, Izuku Midoriya. In the way they fight, in the way they live, in the way they treat people, and in the way they hope to be heroes. It's power versus heart. The climactic battle between the two of them only cements this. And as director Joss Whedon once said, recognizing power in another does not diminish your own. That was the biggest lesson Bakugo had to learn to realize that he could be more than he ever thought he could be, as well as heeding the words of All Might when he says that you can win by saving people, not just through sheer strength. These are significant changes and emotional ones to see unfold in the character. This series and even this character are incredibly well written, I think. Moments feel earned, very few things feel forced, and as a result, these characters come to life. We despise Bakugo at the beginning, but throughout the series, layers to his character are revealed.
Very likable now. For me, anyway, personally. I know other people still feel like he's got a long way to go.
And is willing to do what it takes to achieve them, which is admirable, if not respectable. And watching him as he stumbles and falls and becoming a better human being is, in essence, the magic of great storytelling. It's change, it's conflict, believable, human change that we can all relate to in one form or another. Now, Bakugo isn't finished growing or changing by any means, and something tells me we are in for a treat one of these days coming, and I personally cannot wait. But that'll do it for this week. I've been Totally Not Mark. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah. Explosion. That was cool. Yeah. I do like seeing character change. Like Vegeta's character's incredible. We all love him because we know he was a bad guy one time, and now he's still at times struggling with that. And you can see the same with Go. Like, he's still trying to change and, you know, change in the way he thinks and stuff and perceives things. And yeah, cool video. I hope he does more character stuff on My Hero Academia. Yeah, I really need to get back into Season 4, but until then, thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave comments down below, let me know what you're watching and discuss in future videos, and I'll see you guys, next time.